What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about The Final Terror. So this is a movie that I recently found out about. I think I was just Googling other 80s slasher movies, some more obscure ones, and I randomly found out about The Final Terror, and I realized it was free on Tubi. And last night, you know, I got home like a little bit later from work, so I'm like, I kind of had to get up early today, so I'm like, you know what, I just want something short to watch. So this was an hour and 23 minutes, and I've been watching a lot of 80s slashers lately, so I thought, what the heck, let me check it out. And my overall feeling of the movie is it wasn't great, but it was decent. It was by no means bad. I wasn't bored during the movie. It was entertaining enough, and it wasn't. This isn't something that I'll probably watch again, but it was like a very serviceable movie. The kills were decent. I thought. Actually, I'll get into all that stuff later. But yeah, I thought there were some cool elements. So it wasn't a great movie, but it was decent. I didn't hate it by any means. Um, Now I'm gonna jump into a little plot summary. So you have this group of forest rangers, and they go on this little camping expedition with some nice ladies. And while they're camping, basically one night, they're having a little bonfire, and they tell this local legend. So there was this young woman who was sexually assaulted, and she went insane, and she was institutionalized. And when she was sexually assaulted, she got pregnant, and when her son grew up, when he was a little bit older, he actually like busted her out of the a sane asylum and just like let her free in the woods. And the legend is, she's still, insane and roaming around the woods. So they tell this story. They're a little bit freaked out, and while they're camping in the woods, hanging out, they're having a good time. They're getting intimate. They're hooking up. They're finding like giant bushels of weed. They're finding mushrooms like psilocybin in random cabins. So they're having a beautiful time. They're turning up. They're hooking up. It's a beautiful camping trip. But then, this killer has to harsh their buzz. This killer comes through pretty much rocking like a ghillie suit and just starts picking everyone off. So they have to survive and try to escape this dense forest. So that is the basic plot summary. So something that I liked about this movie was, okay, this was very refreshing. So it's kind of a running joke, that there's like this trope in a lot of horror movies, especially slasher movies, where the characters are they're incompetent. Like Sidney Prescott was joking about it in Scream, like, oh, it's all these like dumb girls, and they just like run up the stairs when they should be running out the door. Or like, people always talk about in slasher movies, people are just, they make like dumb decisions. They'll just like trip over nothing. It's like of course the killer's gonna kill these people. You got this crop of people is like the dumbest, like the lowest common denominator. These people are like just beyond stupid. But in this movie, the characters made extremely smart decisions. They were smart, they were capable, they had fantastic survival skills. So that was a nice little change of pace. It was very refreshing, and it made it feel like you know, they were more evenly matched with the killer. Like I was still, you know, I was still scared for the main characters. You know, there were still like high stakes, like that they were gonna get killed, but it was, I don't know, I kind of liked the like the fact that they were more evenly matched with the killer and that they were making smart decisions. You know, because I don't know, I wasn't like yelling at the screen. I was like, oh, that's like a, you know, like even though they did make smart decisions, like they were still getting bested by the killer a lot of the time. So that kind of like upped the ante, that like, okay, these people are great survivalists, they're making smart decisions and they're still getting killed off. So it's like, you know, it's on. So yeah, I really liked that aspect. A random thing that I would like to touch on is there's you know, the kills in this, I feel like they were pretty decent. They weren't that creative, but there was a good amount of gore. Like the first kill in the movie, there's this one throat slit. Oh, beautiful! Like this guy's hanging upside down. It's gory. It's phenomenal. They started the movie out right. But anyways, this one kill that I really like is mainly just because I think it was kind of funny. There's this one guy, and you know, he's getting it on with this one girl. He's piping away, and mid stroke, this guy gets stabbed in the back, and I was like, what? I was like not expecting that. Okay, like, you know, people always say, you know, that'd be a great way to go out. Like if you were, you know, if you were having sex, like that would be like a great way to go. But I was thinking like this guy didn't even get to finish. So he was like right up there. He was like, you know, on the edge of like, you know, a beautiful climax, but like he got killed right before he could finish. And then that's like just, I don't know, that's a weird way to go out. It's just like you're all exposed and you got your you got your, you know, you got your package hanging out. I don't know. But I don't, maybe I'm just like a perv or a creep, but I just thought that was really funny that like mid stroke this guy got killed. Like he was just going to town. He was just, you know, he was kissing her all over. His stroke game was going crazy, and then like boom, he got stabbed in the back. So I thought I don't know. I thought that was a fun kill. If anyone in a slasher movie gets killed like during the act of sex, it's very entertaining. I love that stuff. Super solid. Would recommend. That kill rocks. And then the last point that I want to touch on is I thought the setting was phenomenal. So you know, they're deep in the forest the entire time. This was filmed in the redwood forest in California. It was also filmed in some forest in Oregon, and basically the forest setting is beautiful, and the trees are absolutely enormous. They're just like these extremely old trees. Just the setting is beautiful. I'm a huge fan of any horror movie just set in the forest or the wilderness. I love a nice horror movie set in nature, and it kind of adds a interesting element, because okay, if you're deep in the forest, you can't call for help. You're not, like, it was a 2 hour hike from civilization. They can't run for help. They can't call anyone, and you know, there's nowhere to hide really. You know, it's not like you can go in a house and lock a door. Like you're exposed. So I thought the setting kind of added to the tension, and it was just beautiful. I like nature. Nature is beautiful. It was a nice, beautiful setting, and it was, that's why I chose to watch this movie, because, you know, I like slasher movies where they're camping, and this was different than, you know, like a summer camp slasher movie. Like they're not like in cabins. Like they're really camping. They're just in the elements. They don't even have tents. They're just posted up in sleeping bags, and then they'll just have like a little fire every night. Like they're just, you know, exposed to all the elements, just like straight up like raw camping. So I thought that was really cool. So yeah, the setting in this movie was phenomenal. I really enjoyed the setting. So yeah, that is the last point that I wanted to touch on. So now I'm gonna get into my recommendation. So like I said, I don't think this is a phenomenal movie. There's countless other 80s slasher movies that are a lot better, but I kind of went in with low expectations. You know, I watched this because I thought, oh, this is a 80s slasher movie. You know, it's set in the forest. They're camping. I've never heard of it. I've probably never heard of it for a reason. It might not be that good, but hey, it's a short runtime. You know, let me check it out. Honestly, it kind of exceeded my expectations. I thought this movie was going to be a lot worse. It was very serviceable. Like I said, it's not going to blow you away. It's not a super memorable 80s slasher, but I think for the one time watch, if you are a slasher fan, I would say check it out. It's a fun little, you know, camping horror movie set in the woods with, you know, some smart characters and you know, like a pretty capable killer as well. So yeah, I would say you know, check it out. Don't go into it with crazy high expectations, but if you're just looking for, you know, a short little decent slasher to watch, this is, you know, it's by no means a bad movie. So yeah, that's my little recommendation. So I'm gonna head out here. Thank you all very much for watching, and peace out.